Okay, ladies and gents, it is that wonderful time again where we all sit around the computer desk to learn how to play TF2 just a little bit better. Today we're going to be having a look at the Demoman, so I'm going to show you my Demoman loadout. I use the festive sticky launcher, just because it's like the original but with lights on, and the grenade launcher, the sticky launcher. You can either go with the bottle or whatever you want really, but I like the freedom staff. And then you just got your own misc items. I'm just wondering if I should change my hat. No, I used to have an unusual cannonball thingy, but yeah. So the basic Demoman rollout, I can quickly show you here. I'm not perfect at it. If you want to learn how to do it properly, and all the different rollouts for Demoman, there you go. So you definitely need more practice. I recommend looking for Banny's rollout videos that you can find on YouTube. But Demoman is a very versatile class. If you are good at rolling out and you've got the sticky jump in, it can be the fastest class in the game. The idea in 6v6 is for the Demoman to be the first one to mid and to deal the initial damage. Well, the Mackinet, very good, one of my favourite sniper rifles. Yeah, although I pretty much use the stock stuff for most things anyway. Just because I'm always playing sixes, I always find that other weapons are just crutches for people that are bad. Not that I'm amazing anyway. But yeah, so I would definitely recommend to have a look for his videos to get the rollouts down. There's a couple of ways that you can go. I've just started playing Demo again. It's been about probably about a year for me. Or a good 8 months since I've played Demo properly. Since the start of not last season but the season before. So yeah, I'm just sort of getting back into it now. I know I'm playing Medic at the moment, but Demo is definitely in my top 3 of Scout, Medic and Demo classes to play. Tried to play Solly once, but it lasted all of about a week because I was just absolutely horrendous. So with Demo, you want to know where all the health packs are, where all the shortcuts are, and where the best places to jump to and from are. I'm playing on Skyle Badlands, and I've chosen Badlands because I think it's the hardest map to learn the rollouts on for Demoman. Even just a regular rollout is, you know, people. I mean, when I was playing Demo as my main class in the season, I would spend an hour, 2 hours a day, literally just doing the rollout on Badlands. I mean, now I can pretty much do it sort of first time every time, or at least when I'm in a game. In a match where there's sort of added pressure that you don't have while you're practicing the rollout, I can pretty much do it at a decent time. So you can jump from choke onto the second point and start capping. Usually if I'm playing sixes, I would have my pain train out so that I get 1 extra cap. Let's take out this NG's stuff. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's what happens when you're not paying attention to what else is going on during the map. You get a bot Demo with ungodly pipe aim take you down, which is the downside of playing with bots, but it certainly makes you a better player in the fact that you have to learn how to dodge, which is crazy. The other thing that I've noticed is that I'm currently rendering today's gameplay daily, and it has pretty much cut my FPS in half, which I don't quite understand because I know actually that does make sense because I'm pretty sure it uses GPU to do some of the rendering as well. So top tips for Demo: know the health packs, know the maps. The second tip is going to be to learn the rollout and make sure you can do it flawlessly. And I know it's going to be a big ask if you're only joining Div 6, but as the Demoman, that's paramount really, that you get, especially on Badlands, get to mid first. If you're late to mid, like scouts are getting there before you, their Demoman's there before you, you're basically just going to get owned coming out of house. Which basically means that your team really can't get to mid and they're going to have to start from choke, which just makes their job even harder, really. So definitely learn the rollouts. Find a loadout that you're happy with. I mean, really as Demoman, you only get the choice of stock weapons, so you're going to need to learn how to use them, and what their strengths and weaknesses are, how to aim your stickies, when to detonate your stickies. Learn how to jump better than I can at the moment. I mean, your sticky jump is just, it's all done by, you know, same as rocket jumping really, where you detonate in the air and how close or far away you are from the sticky will then give you your speed, direction and angle. Always makes me think of the South Park episode when they're talking about penis size and they're calculating your times the girth over distance squared or whatever they're talking about. But it's pretty, it's pretty much the same thing when you're playing this demo. You need to know how high to jump, when to det, with your position in the air. There's a lot of different sort of configs and stuff that you can use for Demoman, and people debate whether to have view models on or view models off, or even to have view models and crosshairs on. I did play for a few months actually with no view models and no crosshair this demo, which isn't as daft as it sounds. Because the demo is a projectile class, you can pretty much sort of see and guess where you're shooting. I know that Numlock doesn't use view models, Brago doesn't use view models or crosshair, and in fact I actually did it as scout for a bit, no view models, no crosshair. If you've never done it before, I definitely recommend you to try it because it is a laugh, and you'll be surprised at actually how many shots you manage to land, and how well you manage to do. I've beaten Div sort of 4 scouts on MG without me using crosshair view model. Again, with Demoman, MG is very important. Ammo mod and NDIF to make sure you get in the air shots. It's definitely something that I'd recommend you do. But other than that, just play. Just play. As for the, what's his name? Fatality says on his, it's quite a while ago now. How long does Uber last? Okay, I'm going to fire this pyro down to the other side of the map. And yeah, I get over by a scout behind. Very nice. Yeah, as Fatality says, practice. If you're not practicing, you should be practicing. I know that not everyone has 8 hours a day that they can sit around and play TF2, but find your own practice schedule that works for you and enables you to improve quickly. Especially if you're trying to sort of back yourself up through the ranks, up through the divisions, you're going to need to be able to improve quick. Reviewing your own demos is definitely a must, but don't just review it and go, oh, I died because the other guy was better, because it's just a cop-out excuse. You died because you did something wrong. I mean, yeah, there will be times when your aim is not as good, or your DM is not as good as the other player, but that is not the reason that you lost. The reason that you lost is probably more to do with the fact that you were out of position, you were pushing when you should have been holding, you weren't listening to the comms, or it was a general sort of team letdown, something that the team was doing wrong, in which case that's something that you have to work on as a team. But as an individual player, you should be looking at where you made mistakes, and then best of all, how to fix them. But just sort of pick one thing at a time to work on. This is with any class. Don't go, oh, my pipe and sticky aim is bad, okay, because it's twice as hard to improve both of them at the same time. Just pick one to work on. If you're bad with your stickies, then go into an MGE, or go into, say, like a big public server like Dust Bowl. 32 player Dust Bowl would be great. Just use your sticky launcher, nothing else. No pipes, no other spam, and just practice sort of shooting and aiming and when to det and stuff like that. Demoman's all about prediction and all about reading where your character's going to go, and you can only really learn that stuff by watching sort of how good players do it, and just game sense and practice. I mean, I would recommend, when I first started playing TF2 competitively, every time I decided, right, I want to learn a new class, I just watched hours and hours of footage of, Prem, Demoman, Numlocked by a couple of higher other divs like Mighty Me, stuff like Cadus as well. Just watching demo reviews, gameplay footage and stuff like that. All the stuff that you can find on my MGE channel on YouTube and on the Vanilla TV Insight videos. Has got some fantastic stuff, and obviously their own. Numlock being the best demo man in Europe, his YouTube channel is Seb Barton, which is his real name, and the videos that he's got on there are fantastic for demo man as well. And they teach you stuff like, obviously you can see them do the rollouts, but they teach you stuff that you don't always see, which is where they hold, where they place their stickies, and different things like that, which is really a big help to anyone that's wanting to learn their class. Movement in demo is quite important, especially when it comes to dodging. So as I say, you should be using a null script at all time. I had a bit of a conversation about this the other day with someone about the null script, and he was basically saying that he just remembers not to hold his finger down on the other button, but
Some people don't, so I still recommend it. The other thing that I wouldn't recommend for demo is to have automatic reload. I personally reload manually. I know it can sound quite annoying, but it just enables me to have like a mental checklist in my head, that I use for like StarCraft. Really is a checklist: when to build probe, when to build a unit, when to build this, when to build that, and it works the same in TF2. If I know I need to reload this, I need to reload that, and then it automatically follows in. I need to check this. I need to place stickies here, and different things like that. I find quite helpful. So if you think that you might, then I would definitely try and not use automatic reload if you can. I'm not playing particularly well. It's first thing in the morning that I'm playing and doing this. It's not too bad, but it could be better. But it's just the thing with bots is that you always turn around and there's a bot there. It's just a bit annoying. But it's fun anyway. I like the Skyle servers. They've always got good maps and the community's pretty good. And they've got servers all over the world, so 9 times out of 10 you can get decent ping to one of them. I always do the sticky off the floor. That just goes to show when you're not playing sixes and you try to do a rollout, you can't because you don't get over heals. But I always do the first sticky off the floor, just because it's pretty much as quick as doing it off the wall, but you don't take as much damage usually when you do it right. I don't think there's anything else I can really say, mainly because there are so many videos out there telling you how to get better at demo that I would recommend to go and check those out. So this is Charles from Gadget signing out. Hope you enjoyed.